Welcome back to another episode of Quarterback Kings Talk. I'm your host, Reed, and today I want to look at this past week in terms of roster updates. So, this week saw some of the Kings prospects being wavered down, so I'm going to have to clear some of the dough. Goaltender Jack Campbell has cleared waivers and is now in Ontario, where he could be the starter in front of Jeff Zatkoff. And Campbell really was in line for the third goalie role after Kemper's last start against Anaheim, the final start of the preseason. There's a KFR on that, and it was just one too many goalies, because you have Quick, you have Kemper, and then you have Campbell, and that's how we predicted. On defense, Chris Lee is released. Paul LaDue is sent down waiver free, so he'll come up and come down this year, but he's going to start the year in Ontario. Well, this means Oscar Fantenberg and Curtis McDermott has made the team, with Kevin Gravel given the Paul LaDue treatment. More on Oscar Fantenberg and McDermott later. And now on forward, we have Brandon Brooks gone. They got released from their PTO. Same with Andre Lokcha. He's likely heading back to the KHL. and Andrew Crescenzi and Justin Auger are two guys who had to clear waivers and will play in Ontario, like Michael Mersch, who also had to clear waivers, but he did it much earlier with Zatkoff, which means Alex Iafallo, or Iafallo, however you want to pronounce it, has made the team. So who really is Alex Iafallo? He is an undrafted free agent from New York, and he's been playing at University of Minnesota in Duluth, Minnesota. He's a speed first kind of guy, something the Kings need, but he has a lot to improve. He needs more time in his own zone to be more acclimated, like every young guy. Sometimes you need to learn how to play defense before you can play defense. Next up, Oscar Fantenberg. So now, Oscar Fantenberg. When he signed him, I was like, who is this guy? Obviously, he's an unknown commodity. He's played in the Swedish league, and he's playing this. He's a big defenseman, but he knows how to play the back end. He's not some kid. He's a veteran in hockey, but not to the American game. On to McDermott. So Curtis McDermott is a defenseman who's been brought up through the Kings system, and he could be sent down by not, just like LaDue and Gravel, by not clearing waivers. He's exempt, but he made a good impression. He's a Clifford, but taller, and he loves to be physical. He loves help running through a wall for his teammates. There's offensive upside, but he's not as crazy. But he has, I say, some dare forward potential that he can hopefully play on the top line, but more of a second, third pairing guy. As of recording on the day of the Kings season opener, Alec Martinez has just been placed on the IR, and Paul LaDue's coming up. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment if you want to. Hit the subscribe button. Tell your friends, because that's most of all. Spread the word. And the regular season is going to be starting soon for LA. It's already started for some other teams. I won't guarantee it, but there might be a reaction video coming soon. Hopefully see you in a few days.